Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back to the Only Ones Laughing podcast.
What episode are we on now? 5?
Episode 5?
5.
5.
Nice. We're churning them out.
Storming through these.
Yeah. And there's going to be plenty more, so don't go anywhere.
So, how are you?
So,
I think I did exactly the same last week.
Just copy and paste shows. Yeah. Just working again. Yeah, had a bit of a bellyache last night in bed as we were talking off the record before we started recording.
It sounds hilarious.
Yeah, had a bit of an Indian last night. Smashed it all in one sitting. And then downed a lukewarm cup of tea on top of it because I didn't want it to go stone cold. And let me tell you, I was paying for it last night. Waking up in the middle of the night, just...
Well, no.
It wasn't. I was screaming in my head, but I was like dead silent because I was half asleep, unconscious. I was just sitting up like in agony and not making a single noise. And Tash was like, "You all right?" And I'll just sort of go back down and
you'd like
head hit the pillow and
slept-walked bellyache.
Yeah, brutal it was. Yeah.
You think?
Well, yeah. What I remember, I thought I dreamt it. I had to confirm with Tash. How was your week?
Yeah, not bad. Just working.
Well, let's waste no time here and let's get straight into Netflix and spill because I've got something to talk about.
That's it. Wow.
Right, so what you got to talk about?
Me and Tash are watching an absolute corker of a series at the moment on Prime.
Oh, yeah?
It's called This Is Us.
Okay. Don't think I've heard of it.
It's a hard one to sell to people because it is basically just family drama comedy.
Okay.
But it's so well written that in the first 15 minutes of the first episode, like I cared about all the characters that they had already introduced.
That's impressive.
Like it's so well written and everything is so perfectly executed. It's amazing. That was a recommendation from Tom and Faye. We're 10 or 11 episodes into the first series and I've cried at every single episode.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a better review than Space Force.
Oh yeah, we've actually found something now. Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
I recommend it. This Is Us. If you like good old dramas and some of the best comedy as well.
Yeah.
It's just well written. Great. Get on it.
Nice.
Rob, what about you?
Have I watched anything? No, nothing.
Nothing?
No.
No SpaceX missions or CCTV of the local shop or something?
Nice. No, just YouTube as normal.
I saw there's a new YouTube series called... It's like a general hospital. All the cast are like famous TikTokers.
Oh my god, what?
And they're just like the worst actors you've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're on about.
What's it called? Like...
I can't remember what it's called, but it's on a channel called Bratz.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And they churn out series like they're nothing.
Just mindless stuff for
They're just like kids TV shows for kids, and they're like weirdly produced with quite high production value because they've got like the sets and they've got the cameras and everything. But
they got the money, but Jesus Christ,
TikTokers are like a lot of them aren't actors.
No, and
they just
it
dance
shows. They've got mega famous from miming songs or dancing on TikTok, and now they're thrown into like, cool, now be a leader in a series. Yeah. YouTube or not, it's still like there's a lot of money involved in this.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the episode starts immediately with like an endorsement.
Really?
Like before it even gets into the show.
Yeah.
It's like one of the TikTokers, like the actors are plugging some product that is sponsoring the show.
But apparently it's like in the show. They're like plugging it almost as their character.
Yeah, it's like on set.
And it's on set. It sounds so weird.
Oh, God.
That's like, I mean, completely different standards, but that's like if in Breaking Bad, Walter White just turned to camera and was like, let me tell you about Raycon.
ExpressVPN is what I use to launder my money safely on the internet.
Oh my God, that'd be so good. So yeah, if you got any recommendations, Oh, we
Again.
did actually. We had one recommendation
Oh, who?
from Kat Pebbody.
Oh, yeah,
She
yeah.
recommended to watch Happy, which is on Netflix. I think it's a Netflix original. It's like, I think it's like a guy sees an imaginary like blue unicorn, and like the imaginary like vision is really like sparkly and like cute, but it says some like really like bad and stuff. I think it's quite like,
She said, if you don't mind gore and
yeah,
like bad words.
it looks like it's got the same energy as Crank. Was it Crank?
What, Jason Statham.
Yeah, Jason Statham, where it's just like everything is like a million miles an hour,
Yeah.
and like he's almost running in every shot. Like I think it's got like a crazy pace. That's what I remember from the trailers.
Happy on Netflix.
It also reminds me of Filth with that guy.
James McAvoy.
Yeah, that's it. It reminds me of that because in Filth, doesn't he just like, he's just like a crooked cop that takes tons of drugs and like hallucinates like crazy. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that as well.
Yeah.
It's just a TV show version, but I think there's 3 seasons.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still going, but I think it was quite popular.
That one slipped through the cracks.
Yeah.
Never even saw it advertised, I don't think, on Netflix. Or probably just scrolled past it.
Yeah.
A million miles an hour.
Yeah.
Nothing on here.
Yeah.
Please send in your recommendations. Seriously. The inbox is insane. So dusty.
Yeah. If anybody's got any recommendations for animations,
Oh, yeah.
animated TV shows, let me know because I want some new ones to watch.
Yeah. Leaf Beetle, if you're listening.
Nice. So that concludes Netflix and Spill. Wow. Right, should we move on to Banger of the Week?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a banger. Now let's just see what this sounds like.
Right, so my Banger of the Week is by someone called Cold Heart, and he was part of the big scene with like Lil Peep. He's like part of that whole goth rap crew. There seems to be like a really big sort of shift happening in the emo rap, goth rap sort of scene, and it seems to be turning more to like rap punk, sort of rap punk grunge, which makes sense because a lot of rappers idolize like Kurt Cobain. These big like old grunge rock like bands have always been idolized by like hip hop.
It's becoming a lot more guitar driven, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot more guitar driven. I was just doing the classic like you play a song you like on Spotify and then just let it keep playing when that song's finished of songs it recommends off of what you were listening to. And this song came up and it was one of those that I kind of like listened to, and then like a couple hours later I was singing it and I was like, I didn't even pay attention to who that was. So went back and found it, and I don't know, it's just always like the chorus just keeps rolling around my head.
Made its way into your psyche.
Yeah. So yeah, it's called Through the Screen, but it's through is spelt THRU. And it's by Cold Heart featuring Yawns. Here we go.
Crank it.
So yeah, that was
There you go.
Through the Screen by Cold Heart and Yawns. What do you
I
think?
like it.
Yeah.
Very much so. Very slow, depressing vibes.
Yeah. Like the words are falling out the mouth
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah, very Lil Peep. I like it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's just got it kind of feels quite summery in a way. Very chilled. But yeah, that chorus for some reason, just the way it's like delivered for some reason is really sticking in my head.
Yeah. Good melody.
Yeah.
Nice. It's just it's the sort of thing that will just sort of float around in your head all day.
Yeah.
Which it did for you, clearly. Without you even knowing.
Oh. Yeah, so that was my banger of the week.
And a banger it was.
So this week we haven't got any fabulous stories from our friends.
No story. We might come up with a couple ourselves, but we've got no guest.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
We thought we would bless you with our voices for slightly longer this week.
Yeah. Just us. Last week on the podcast, we mentioned the drop-off being shown at the Southwest Filmathon. For those who haven't seen it, it was a short film, quite a big short film we made back in 2017. Yeah, when we got approached a couple months ago by the guys Dom Lee at Devon and Cornwall Film, who are in charge of the festival each year. They mentioned that they were doing it all online, obviously due to COVID, and asked if we had anything that we wanted to enter. I was like, you know what, let's get the drop-off back in there. And it fit the categories because it was like, as long as it was made in the last 5 years and made in the Southwest, sweet, yeah, I've got something for you.
Yeah.
And I kind of did a little 2020 re-edit as well, and
yeah,
had a couple years away from it, so I was like, let's go in with some fresh eyes and see what I can like tidy up. And
made it more of a standalone film instead of having to watch the previous one to sort of know what's going on.
Yeah, like because it was very much like a third film of a series before, but now I kind of spliced in bits from the previous films to kind of tell a full standalone story, so you don't necessarily need to watch the others now, and it does feel a lot better. Trimmed the fat, and
the feedback seems to be quite clear that the new edit makes quite a big difference.
Yeah, so as we're recording this now on the Saturday, yesterday on the Friday 19th was when the first day of its like week residency at the festival, and had an email from the guys in charge of the festival with some like feedback from the judges, and yeah, very positive. Had really good feedback. One of the judges said it's his favourite of the lot this week.
Really nice to hear.
Yeah, because you don't really get proper human feedback like that when you do this sort of stuff, unless it's them just telling you, sorry, it's not been accepted into our festival. Thank you.
Yeah, if your film isn't accepted, then the sort of like journey of its life is the only feedback you get from the festival is sorry, it's not accepted. The only way you can get real feedback then is to pay someone to watch your film and give like critical feedback from like a professional's point of view, and then to just put it on streaming platforms, and that's usually either Vimeo or YouTube, and the type of comments you get on there when you don't already have a following are usually just spam.
Yeah.
So it's
generated bot comments.
Yeah, so if your film doesn't get into a festival, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just really disheartening because you then don't hear from anyone if it's good or bad, what's wrong,
it's hard to get your films in front of people that it needs to be in front of.
Yeah. So there is a public voting for it, isn't there?
There's 10 films, and there's a tick box form where you can vote for your favourite.
Yeah.
And I ask you to please vote for the drop-off if you have a spare 10 seconds. That's all it takes. So yeah, website link is in the description of this video, or whatever you listen to it. SoundCloud, it'll be there. Just scroll down and click through and vote for your favourite.
Give the film a watch.
Yeah, or watch a couple of the others. Who knows?
Who knows?
You might enjoy it. You might enjoy yourself.
Attend an online film festy.
Yeah, support local film and arts culture.
Moving on
swiftly.
I'm really interested to hear about how you're finding Last of Us 2.
Oh, so yeah, not only did the drop-off start its week-long deal on the 19th, but also The Last of Us Part 2 finally came out. Any of you non-gamers out there, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Like they released the first trailer for this in 2016, and it's been delayed multiple times. It's a very big game, and it's finally in our hands now. Yeah, it's nuts.
Is it good?
I've played about 2.5 hours of it because I've just been doing like other things as well. Like there's no need to like rush this sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's just unreal.
You're like quite literally playing a film, aren't you?
Filmmakers dream of telling stories as well. It's just so good.
Yeah.
So emotional. I was crying in the intro of this game. Like, because there's so much history in the characters, and I also just got to the portion of the game where you understand what the premise of the whole game is, and
sort of
my jaw was on the floor. Like I was kind of just sat stunned, kind of like when you're watching stuff like Breaking Bad for the first time and it ends on a massive cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what? Never played anything so smooth and fluid feeling as well. Like if someone was just watching you play, it doesn't look like you're controlling this character with a couple analog sticks and they're just like jolting about. It's so like all the combat flows together so nicely. Nothing pops in or
everything looks like a cutscene almost. But
everything about it just doesn't look like a game. It's so good.
That's cool.
Every bullet that you fire feels really powerful, and like there's just weight behind everything you do. Violent as hell as well. It's like I found myself trying to kill enemies like the nicest way possible, because it's just really like I'd rather go up behind someone and just like stealth.
Somehow put emotion into
and because of the facial motion capture and stuff, the expressions on their faces when they're dying is like really, it's just really real. It's just like, God, that's really quite dark to watch.
Well, normally they don't put expressions on a character's face when they die in a game, really, do they?
My PlayStation feels it when I'm playing it, though. Like, I have to have my TV volume on, like, 35 because my PlayStation is just like, wow!
Another crazy thing that got announced for gaming this week, which is such a big deal.
It is.
Is Skate 4 has actually been announced.
Skate 4 after all these years.
Cannot believe it. It's so exciting.
Yeah. EA came out the other day saying, it's happening. We're in early development. Skate 4 is coming. Yeah. You've all asked for it.
You commented it into existence.
Yeah, literally. It's just funny how the timing works out. Obviously, there's a lot of buzz around the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remasters that are coming out in September.
Yep.
You got a game that was basically made...
It was made by fans of Skate who wanted Skate 4, but EA came out maybe like 2 years ago saying we're never doing another Skate, so back off. So a
load of modders like made their own Skate game called Skater XL, which is now been picked up by a proper like game studio and is having an official release on like PlayStation 4 and like major consoles and stuff.
Yeah.
Because Skate 4 was never being made, EA were like, nah, sorry, it's not happening.
Yeah.
So they're like, cool, we'll make our own. And it's like insane, you know.
It's like a simulation skate game.
Yeah, it's like,
it's
for anyone
really
who's
hard.
played like the previous skate games, like obviously you had to, there's a lot of like flicking the analog sticks to do tricks, and it's quite hard to get the hang of, and Skater XL kind of took that to the next level, didn't they?
Yeah. So like with Skater XL, each analog stick is each foot.
That's just madness.
Yeah, so when you want to ollie, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember fully, but I'm pretty sure when you want to ollie, you have to like pull like your back foot down with one analog stick and then your front foot up.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Like do stuff like that. So it's like we were saying off camera, I think Skater XL is like the Gran Turismo like racing simulator of skateboard games.
That'll be the game for the most realism.
Yeah.
And like just every trick counts. Like you won't be doing crazy lines like you can achieve on skate. Like you can still do ridiculous stuff on skate, but this is like
on skate you can do a backflip off of a really small ramp on the floor.
Yeah.
And so I'm just really hoping, because with like skate, the more they made, the worse it got. Sorry, these episodes the past 2 weeks have been very game related.
Hey, we're gamer boys, aren't we? Little skater gear. Gamer boys. For you listening at home, I walked in earlier and he had his PlayStation 3 on. That he's dusted off, and he had Skate 2 on. Paused.
Yeah,
Jesus, someone's excited by the news. All right, let's move on. Second bang. Come on, kabang.
Oh, this is a bang. Bang. Now let's just see what this sounds like.
Aidan, what you got for us this
Banger
week?
number 2. I think I'm going to do another Projector song.
Oh, okay.
When I played Projector in the past on the podcast, I mentioned that a lot of their songs kind of, the lead vocalists will kind of like take turn.
Oh, yeah.
Like the female will predominantly sing all the songs, but then the guitarist will take the reins. Their newest single is The Guy.
Oh.
So I thought it's a good song as well. The song is by Projector. It's called Go Ahead. And I'm about to go ahead and play it for you. Listen up. There you go. Go Ahead by Projector.
I really like that. That was really good.
It's good. Good tune.
I was just saying off mic.
It's hard, isn't it? It's not off camera. It's not on camera.
Just saying off
the record.
Just saying off mic when the song's playing that it feels like a lot of music is getting a new layer of skin. And like a lot of new bands are coming through that are really good. There's a new like front line of musicians that are just waiting to be more popular. But I don't know, it just seems to be a lot of young people making really good music.
Yeah, they said rock and roll is dead, but it's very much alive, baby. There you go. Check them out on Spotify. Projector. If you like that song, all of their others are bangers like that.
So for the next segment, we decided to try something new.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know, Aidan is an absolute guitar shredder.
Oh, don't oversell it, mate.
No, Aidan plays guitar. Funny story, actually. The reason he learnt was to impress Tash, which is...
To impress a gal.
Yeah, which is now his soon-to-be wife.
Yeah, so I recognised pretty quickly that she enjoyed to sing.
Yeah.
The times I'd be around her in college and stuff. And
She's got a good voice.
I saw that as an opening. I was like, I love singing myself. I love good harmony.
Yeah. This happened in our second year, so Aidan was silently for a first year dying inside because he wanted to be with Tash.
Yeah, so I was
that's the context.
Suppressing my undying love. And I was just trying to think of ways that we could take our friendship to the next level. So I jumped on the fact that she likes to sing. I was like, pop over one evening and we'll jam, because I can play guitar.
Yeah.
And it was like the sort of thing. It's like, yeah, maybe tomorrow. It's like, it was kind of like, yeah, well, I'll come over next week if you want. And I was like, okay. So then I had to go home and learn how to play guitar for the next week, which I did have a really cheap electric guitar, like the 50 quid ones you get with a little amp and a canvas bag. So yeah, I had to dust that off and plug it in. I had to go out and buy a tuner first off, because I'd never owned a tuner because I never played the guitar, so I didn't know if the strings were out of tune or not. So yeah, I had to learn how to tune guitars then. And
yeah, it is really cute. It's funny. Yeah,
but yeah, just it got her over, and we really bonded. Funny. And
they recorded it as well, which is really funny because you just get to see Aidan doing the whole like singing, singing the bits he can't play, but
nervously.
It's funny watching it now because ever since that, you stuck with it, and you can pick up any song you hear quite relatively fast.
Just a guitarist now, which is cool. Yeah. I'm kind of grateful for that, really, because it forced me to like break past the frustration barriers.
Yeah, because you had to learn.
Yeah, I mean, I was interested anyway, because Josh Ayres would always come round to do the same, to jam, and he would just sit there and I would sing. So I was happy to take that role, and then I'd watch his fingers as he was playing, and I'd just be like, that really doesn't look that hard.
Yeah.
Like what you're hearing sounds like massive and it's really good, and you assume that it's just really difficult. It's not. It's just hard to train your fingers to not hurt.
Yeah, that does seem like the thing. It's quite painful.
It's quite unnatural for your fingers to do all that stuff when you're like stretching about, and because they have to be quite strong. I assumed I could play guitar really well because I was really good at Guitar Hero.
Yeah. But
even then, I never used my pinky, which everyone found really weird. Like, there's obviously 6 buttons, and I'd only use 3 fingers.
Yeah.
I just like slide my ring finger around, and I was like, I've got to get out of that now. I'm playing real guitar, and pinky is so weak in the beginning, and now I'm just like freaking slapping it on.
So we wanted just to do something a bit different. We talked about Aidan playing a riff on his guitar and me trying a guess.
Basically, the name came first, which was Riftery. Riff history, basically. And so I was like, do you know what? I'll bring my acoustic guitar in when we record the next one, and I'll just play something, and then we'll just talk about it if you recognise it. Yeah. And I don't know, talk about some history behind it.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a random example for my first Riftery episode.
Okay.
Because obviously with this sort of premise you assume like Led Zeppelin or something, but it's not.
No, yeah, I imagine it to be more like a
it's
famous,
a bit more current.
Yeah, like a famous Red Hot Chili Pepper sort of.
Basically, I want Rob to be able to talk to me about it.
Yeah, so if he picks something too obscure, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, it was sampled in Kanye West.
So yeah, Matt, have you heard of this Biffy B-side? Let's just check. Let's check the tuning real quick.
We don't have a jingle for this, so
I'll quickly record one.
History of the riftery of the history of the riftery of the history of the riftery. It's riftery.
that was really good.
I'm not re-recording that now. That's done now.
That was really good. So there we go. We've got a jingle for Riftery.
There you go. Off the cuff.
Right. So go on. Hit us with this riff. White shirt.
My white shirt.
Billie Eilish.
I went for just for a bit of fun. I thought I'd whip on some Bad Guy acoustic. And for those of you who don't know, I'm sure you know this, Rob, but the hi-hats you hear in Billie Eilish's Bad Guy are actually voice memo recordings of a pedestrian crossing signal in Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a... It's not really anything to do with the riff, but that's all I can think of. I wanted to play that riff because I basically learnt it through watching them play a little like live stream performance where they did a couple of acoustic songs in their bedroom.
Yeah.
And Phineas just whipped out his acoustic and just started all that
It
stuff.
like kind of sounds a bit like Breaking Bad for some reason.
Yeah. What was that? Yeah, it's
Cool. This is a successful segment.
a bit trivia there for you. But I'll just play a couple and see if you can guess them.
Okay. Come As You Are by Nirvana.
Oh, you got that one quick.
Come as you are.
This one's for Matt Hill. This is the one when he started playing guitar, never learned. What's that?
I can't remember the name of the song. It was Nirvana. I can't remember the name of the song.
Matt, go on, tell him. What is it? That's right, it's In Bloom.
That's it.
I should have prepared for this.
So that concludes Riftery.
What about this one, Rob?
Tenacious D. I don't know the name of the song.
Wonder Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what about this one?
That concludes Riftery. We're obviously still figuring out what that is.
Yeah, what is Riftery? I just like the name. It was too good to pass up.
Yeah. Should we move on to what are you laughing at?
I'm excited this week. Got some good ones.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
I think I went first last week, didn't I?
Yep. Yeah. So my first laugh, you can either get the character name or the actor.
Yeah.
I'll take anything really, because I don't know. I'm not sure about this one.
Okay. Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Or another.
Yeah. I don't know where the laugh is.
All of it.
What?
That first bit is the laugh as well. It's his eruption of laughter.
It sounds like someone's pulling a zip tie. Like, that does not sound like a laugh at all. That literally sounds like a building site. Yeah.
I'll give you a fourth because it's a difficult one. I didn't think it would be difficult, but it is apparently.
I have no idea.
No?
I can't even hear the laugh. Like it does. Like, I can't picture a laugh.
Oh, Tony's cringing right now.
Oh, is it Jurassic Park? The dude who works on the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you had to say was Tony would be so disappointed right now. It's like, well, it must be Jurassic Park.
I'll give you that one because I didn't exactly.
I don't know his name.
I said as long as you identify what it is, the fat guy who works on the computers in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Actor is Wayne Knight, and the character name is Dennis Nedry.
I thought it was called Hal. So it's taken from an interview, so I want the actor's name.
One more?
One more?
Oh, well, not one more, another.
A dudder. Oh, he looks confused.
Yeah, I thought I had it, but
Last go.
upon hearing it again, I don't know.
You do know it.
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
Yeah.
Because I gave you 4. Can I have one more?
No.
Play it again.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's your lot.
See, after the first time listen, I thought it was Charlie Day, but the more I hear the end of it, it's just not his vocal range. I don't know. I'm gonna have to pass.
Oh.
I just can't put a face to it.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got 1-0. So I'm winning. Nice.
Well, you're right, aren't you? Number 2 for me. Here we go.
The thing that's messing me up is that sounds exactly like the laugh of one of the YouTubers I watch. But I know it definitely won't be that. Again, please. Is it Brad Pitt?
Is that your guess?
Do it one more time. Oh no, it's not Brad Pitt.
Done Brad Pitt. Previous week.
Have you? I can see the person laughing, but I just can't see their face.
So I can't see him laughing.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to pass.
Oh, okay. Well, the laugh belongs to our good friend Lewis Bourlaise.
Oh, I thought it had to be a celebrity, so I did not even put that into question.
I thought I'd throw in a curveball and do someone we know.
Because it sounded so familiar, but I was like, I don't know any celebrity with that.
Okay, well, for future reference, it can be anyone.
Okay, good to know.
That's Lewis laughing at Kenny's shopping cart slam from the scavenger hunt.
When he cut his head open in a million places. This is my second for Aiden.
That was very quick. Try again.
It is a quick clip. It's quite an iconic laugh, but the person that it belongs to hasn't really done much for quite a while.
Just because of that last sentence, he's not done much. Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Is that your final guess?
No, because it's not right.
One more guess.
Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know. This is really hard.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, I'll just say Joseph Gordon-Levitt was my I'll just say Joseph Gordon-Levitt was my final answer.
It's Eddie Murphy. You're a dumb idiot. So that concludes what you're laughing at. And we just wanted to quickly give a shout out to Faye Donachie, as some of you might remember as the Scorpion Queen, who decided to jump from one end of the bus to the other end on her face. You can also hear that story in episode 2. But we wanted to give her a shout out because... Take it away, Aiden.
She has just launched her website where she sells custom macrame wall hangings. That sounded weird.
Wall hangs.
There was no NG in there. Handmade custom macrame wall hangings, plant hangers, all sorts of goodies. Her signature seems to be at the moment the boobies.
Yeah.
Macrame boobs.
As a nice wall hanging.
Yeah.
They look really cool.
They're super popular at the moment, so...
Yeah. Get your order in before the limited stock. Actually, no, she makes them to order, so...
Yeah. But go to faydonachie.com. That's FAYEDONACHIE.com. It's just good stuff. It's good quality stuff.
Yeah. Get a bit of height and depth with your plants by hanging them about.
Limited stocks available.
So apart from that, that's the episode for this week. Next week, hopefully, we're going to have a friend called Kat Pebbody on the show.
She's going to come on and tell a little story that involves a flight of stairs and a job interview.
Aidan's heard this story and I haven't, and
Yeah.
he said it's a really good story. So
Told by Kat Pebbody, friend, mentor, boss. So hopefully we can talk her into coming on and sharing a very embarrassing story. Like, for social situations, it doesn't get
Yeah.
more embarrassing than that, really.
really, okay.
Um,
I can't wait to hear it. It sounds hilarious. So thanks for listening. This podcast was a little bit different to our others, as we didn't have a fabulous story from our friends, but we don't want that to be a definite every week, so that we can sometimes just chat and
Yeah.
just do normal podcast things. But we will have that awesome story from Kat Pebbody hopefully next weekend.
yeah, you'll dig that one.
So look out for episode 6. Apart from that,
I've been Aidan,
I've been Rob.
and together we've been
Rob and Aidan.
Rob and Aidan. I don't know where I was going with that.